Used to hang out a bit longer.
And action, action, action. Final, final, final. Time, time, time. I am level 27 Marker Man, and this is Let's Play My FF1 Hack. Last time we made it down to the final room of the game. You're not saying anything.
We're just getting our laps in.
Alright.
Pre-final battle exercises.
Oh man, we are cooking quite a beating. Thank goodness I put an in here. At this point, I was like, you know what, forget it. And I was so adamant about the thing, I called the final but I still wanted to give away what the final boss does. I called the final boss in every reference material I have for when I was thinking of plans to distribute. I called the thing Final Boss, not its actual name. But it's not... Okay, well, you'll just get into it and see what... It is what it is at this point. Wait, what?
Well, then again, we have been making references to 8-bit theater, so this isn't too surprising. No, surprising and not surprising at the same time.
I don't know where to...
Okay, how do I voice this?
I don't know if we can. It's sort of like a despair prayer? Airing prayer?
Okay. The true warriors of light have fallen! Now the world cannot be saved! To survive, we must join with our destroyer, Fate! Take my body and soul! Consume this hopeless world!
Okay, now this is actually a different... This is like, you know any kind of inhuman voice where it's like two bizarre people are talking?
And I, who created the fiends and the warriors of light, shall consume. With the warriors dead, the world is to die. You'll kill me first? Impossible. Your fate is to die.
You're going Exorcist, aren't you?
Somewhat, yep.
Well, it's sort of like whatever force was saying the heroes have to win, and since since we aren't them, it's trying to destroy the world. That's it.
Well, the final boss is a giant computer from Chrono Cross all along. And
that's literally all I got. Okay, but let's go into the thing's stats. It's got the most HP of anything. Hopefully... Okay. We'll get into that later. 29,999. 125 strength, 25 crit, 9 hits. Why do I like that? I don't know. 200 hit percentage, 100 defense, 200 magic defense, morale 55, blah blah blah. Agility 100. Its attack will do everything but kill you. That actually works. Poison, stun, sleep, and mute you. It's resistant to everything. And magic is Fade, Fast, Nuke, Cure 4, Ruin, XXX, Saber, and then Nuke. And its abilities, it's underwent changes, but this is a bit... Okay, it's got Delta, Ultima, only one it can use that, and Meteor and Ultima again. Ultima is neutral, 254, with a high unknown, so it's supposed to do a lot to everyone, but I don't know if it'll use it or not. It's not like there's animation to it, so it's not a huge deal. So let's take on the final boss. Yeah, let's put some defense going there and use this. Oh, this thing can kill us, if I recall right. So, yeah. Although, actually, this is the plot. If I ever have, like, a Destiny-type plot, this is where I always have, like, Destiny being more of an antagonistic force than anything else.
That makes sense, because how many RPGs and anime out there where you just kick Destiny's butt?
Well, it's like, they say they are, but then they end up having it be on their side all along type stuff. If you get what I mean.
Well, in one sense, yes. In others, it just makes no sense at all. Well, Final Fantasy 13.
So, yeah, that's... So everything I've ever written is like it works more like this. It's not the same kind of antagonistic force, but almost always it pretty much always is.
And for whatever reason, I'm thinking of Unicron's final line from Transformers movie. Destiny.
I think my my original idea was Haiti was Franken was such a troll he actually got the other team since no one saw him coming. But I couldn't think of a place to put dialogue of that in there that made any decent amount of sense.
Aha.
Did he use fast on himself? Not yet.
Not yet. He used it on the other guy.
Oh, but you used fast. The problem is, she doesn't have Invis 2 the spell, which I think last time I did this, I had her and the other mage on Ray's evade duty. Okay, well, it's going for that. Nuke is next, which I'm worried because they have fast. That's the biggest issue. I'll just use everyone else's HP is too high for that to make sense. Use it again, and you do the healing. Yeah, there we go.
Little pick me up with the kids.
I don't know what I'm gonna do at the end because, like I said, the ending is just gonna be what the original game said. Oh, also one note. This thing has whenever I play this thing's HP any higher than that 29,999 amount, it does the thing where it overloads and then rolls over and then it like dies in one hit.
Yep.
I don't know why it's this number. It makes no sense given like how Hex works because it's not even close to that, to the edges of that. So, but whatever, I guess. Oh, snap!
Yep.
But given what we're up against, I feel having Cure 4 is very appropriate.
Oh, starting second round.
Yeah, well, this one, that is one of the issues, so... I have been able to beat it... Like, I tried this thing out a few times since it's, like, the last thing, so... I haven't been able to beat it before it does that. Well, at least it's a final boss, that's... kind of nice. And we're at full HP now. And we get another chance to use Invis 2. Ooh, this thing! Oof!
Ow. Ooh, ah, ee, ah, ooh, ah, ah, ee, ooh, ow!
That hurt! Well... And, oh wait, the only reason Eclipse would ever be harder than this thing, that I think about it now, especially now, you can't use the Angel Sword to beat Eclipse the first time. That's really about the final crux of the reason, if you think about it. Okay, use that, but there's no other way to do that. So, no, just attack the thing. Yes, it went off first. Thank goodness. That, what? They got Ruin next, which... I think that would have killed him. It's part of why I also made the Angel Sword 255 crit, I think? I don't know. No, I just wanted her to consistently hit higher than the other guy. No, use your...
whatever worked.
And whack, whack. And not just by a little bit, either. Although I think you might have lost track of damage because of the Cure 4.
Yep.
It's using everything! Oh boy, is it actually going to get to the fourth one? Originally, Ultima was only on the fourth slot of abilities, because it was cool to be its last one, but I had moved it to the second because it never got to the fourth slot. Ever! If it did so in the LP, that'd be kind of amazing in its own sense. What do we got? What do we got? Heal 3 will suffice, and fight. I think the reasoning was it comes after a single hit that's supposed to be power. Yeah! Victory!
He did.
And the sparkles look kind of cool, too. The sparkles actually enhance this effect. as the thing dissolves into nothing. It's like it refuses to die, but it can't help but die.
Watashi wa katta ze.
Now the thing is, okay, we're gonna talk over it. I'm gonna see if I can overlay something else for the final thing, but definitely the dialogue will be kept. So that's it. So let's see. I think what's my version of the ending for this thing? I didn't really have one. I'm bad at thinking of endings. I think they became gods and fixed the monster problem. I don't know what they did afterwards. So, maybe it's a mystery.
Well-deserved vacation.
That too. So it was like the... okay. And that's my FF1 hack.
Good job.
Okay. I put a lot of work into it, although I feel like I was lazy in some areas too. Because like I see everything I know that is wrong,
but you don't want to fix it, right?
and know that how I wanted it to be, but I don't think it's worth fixing so much. I guess if anyone ever wants to play this, they'd have to ask me first.
Yep, and issue you ever do release, I do recommend releasing it with README notes and just saying, okay, the spells do this. This is what's recommended against.
Oh, like
such.
Actually, I have a where to go in one of them, like the minimum to beat the game in a text file.
Yeah, because people going into this blind would definitely be very frustrating for people.
I even have the secrets there, like the elemental swords and things. They're on that chart at least. I don't know.
However, I would like to see Sinister can do a blind run of this.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Okay, but like I said, they're gonna have to come to me if they're gonna want it. I don't want this publicly delivered or anything like that. If that makes sense. And it's also because, like I said, I've been working on the other RPG thing, and that is so much better than this in terms of like the writing and everything. Good gravy! Maybe it is. So happy with that. Well, what? Do you have any thoughts on what you saw in particular, or did we talk about it?
I think we did. Of course, since we split the recording at least each week, it's hard to remember what I've said and what I haven't.
Well, I guess I do like this more than a lot of hacks I've seen. Why? Because most hacks are, let's put Mazmune in a Corneria castle chest.
That's like turn it into a randomizer result.
No, it's not even a randomizer. They literally just put overpowered equipment in the first castle. In easy to get spots. That's literally all they did. Of course, I did that right off the bat. That was just to test things.
Yep. And the most impressive animation effect seen on this game in the NES version.
Oh, it's interesting. Like I said, I could not figure out where this text would be in the game, or if I could even edit those letters somehow. So I didn't even know how they're stored, because they use the same font and everything. So they've got to use some resource like that, or they most likely do. Or because it's so primitive, I guess they could make a bar of text that's just that, if it made more sense to, for some reason, or they thought it did. Though I guess it did. This is the very first thing I ever did make in terms of a game, or with a plot of any kind, even before anything I've ever written. Too. So there's that. Although I do feel like the plot kind of fell apart in the end, because if it's fate, why is Franken on the team? Since
Yeah,
it was...
it's one of those situations where it still turned out really well for what it is, and of course by the end you're probably thinking, is there even the capacity to expand the plot any further, or try and bring in, or just want to get it over with and reach the end?
Because I think one thing is I had Franken have his logs everywhere originally, where he would explain a lot of the back plot, or because you just read his log, a journal of some kind. He left it for some reason. He's crazy, and that would explain a lot of the holes or something. Well, they're not even holes. Well, it's just a gaping mass of nothing. Oh well. Why did I hit post? Oh, this is one of the games where it freezes on this. I'm going to... No, I need to keep recording because that's how I record audio. The only thing that might be showing would be the editor, if you're interested at all.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. I think I showed it to you once a little bit. Maybe. Oh well.
Yep. You did.
Normally I like to end with what I'm doing next, but I couldn't figure that out even on my chart, because it's been a while since I did the last one. But I went through like a double job transition since the last one, so. Oh boy. Now where do I? Well, okay. Next time I'm going to do something, just short and simple for me to do, so I can get back to a more of a normal Let's Playing rhythm. Because part of why I wanted you here, actually, I wanted somebody to talk to.
Yeah, that's the tricky thing about LPing RPGs in general.
Because I didn't know when I'd be alone as much. And having somebody to talk to is an easier way to explain it, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Well, which isn't the only reason and stuff. Oh, whatever. Well, thank you for putting up with it.
No problem.
And being here and contributing commentary, especially and doing the voice work.
Unlike Gold's FF6 and Earthbound LPs, it was actually fun.
Oh boy, that's only fun in a legend sort of sense.
Oh,
only that's the at best. Oh, we have to stop. Don't dwell on the. Okay. Yeah. So next one's just gonna be something short that I can do just straight on the computer. Nothing fancy. Like I said, if I should probably put this at the end, because if people are curious, if you want to try this out, message me. Through me. I'm not gonna distribute it any other way. So. And I guess that's it for now.
All right.
You got anything to say?
Well, overall, very well done.
Thank you. And I guess for whatever's next, which not even I know yet. See ya.
Bye, guys.